Hey, so I have to tell you about something that genuinely made me do a double take when I saw it. OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, one of the most sophisticated artificial intelligence systems on the planet, is now selling a basketball. Yes, you heard that right. A basketball with ChatGPT branding on it. And honestly, the more you think about it, the more interesting it gets. So let's back up for a second. OpenAI has been on this incredible trajectory over the past couple of years. They went from being a relatively niche AI research lab to basically becoming a household name almost overnight. ChatGPT exploded into public consciousness, and now everybody from students to CEOs are using it daily. The brand recognition is absolutely massive. And that's exactly the point here. See, this basketball isn't really about basketball. It's about brand building in a very deliberate and calculated way. OpenAI is essentially doing what major tech and lifestyle companies have been doing for years, turning their brand into something you can physically hold, touch, and yes, shoot hoops with. Think about how Google had all their colorful merchandise, or how Apple made owning their products feel like being part of an exclusive club. OpenAI seems to be going down a similar path, but with their own quirky twist. Now, the basketball itself is a real product. It's not some cheap promotional freebie they're tossing into a goodie bag at a conference. This is an actual retail item that OpenAI is putting out there for people to buy, featuring ChatGPT branding prominently on it. And when you think about who's buying this, it starts to make a lot of sense. You've got tech enthusiasts, AI fans, developers who live and breathe this stuff. These are people who would genuinely love to have something this unique sitting in their office or home. It's a conversation starter. It's a collector's item. It's merch in the truest modern sense of the word. But here's where it gets really interesting from a business perspective. OpenAI is clearly signaling something with this move. They're not just an AI company anymore, or at least, they don't want to be perceived as just an AI company. They're positioning themselves as a lifestyle brand, a cultural force. When you can slap your logo on a basketball and people actually want to buy it, that tells you something profound about how deeply that brand has embedded itself into popular culture. That's an incredibly powerful position to be in. There's also something almost playful and self-aware about choosing a basketball specifically. AI companies have this reputation for being very serious, very academic, very technical. And then OpenAI drops a basketball into the mix, and suddenly the brand feels more human, more approachable, more fun. It's a smart PR move wrapped inside what looks like a simple product decision. Of course, there are people rolling their eyes at this. Critics would say that OpenAI should be focused on safety research, on responsible AI development, on solving genuinely hard problems rather than selling sports equipment. And that's a fair conversation to have. The company is navigating some massive ethical and technical challenges right now, and some people feel that the merchandise push is a distraction or, worse, a way of making the brand feel warm and fuzzy when there are serious questions still on the table. But regardless of which side you land on, you have to admit that this is a fascinating moment in tech history. We are watching an AI company transform in real time from research lab, to product company, to cultural brand, and now apparently to sporting goods retailer. So the next time someone asks you what artificial intelligence is doing to change the world, maybe just toss them a ChatGPT basketball and let them figure it out.